Good morning, friends. This is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami coming to you live from my car and my page over at Be Weightless. If you are seeing this video and you don't know what Weightless is, or have never heard of it, then please go to my page and give it a like, because I have lots of fun things that we do every day, every week to help you achieve body bliss. Now, this morning I'm coming to you live to talk about photographs, because, you know, Halloween is coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas is coming up. You may or may not have family gatherings that are coming up, parties, events, celebrations, whatever you want to call it. And chances are high that somebody at these parties, celebrations, get-togethers are going to want to take photos. And I'd love to hear from you if you're joining me live or on the replay. Do you allow people to take your photo? This is a legit question, and it's something that comes up a lot for people that I work with, because here's one thing. It's okay to say, I'm not going to weigh myself on the scale, because that doesn't measure my value, my worth, any of that stuff, which is 100% true. But if you avoid the bathroom scale for one reason or another, you don't want to know that information about yourself, you may be hiding other aspects of yourself, or avoiding looking at yourself in an objective manner. And sometimes that shows up in the sense of, I don't want anyone to take my photograph, which becomes an issue around the holiday season, right? Because you're with your family, some family members you haven't seen for a while, you're hanging out with friends, you want to document those moments together, right? You want to put it on social media if you're on Facebook, you want to share those things, you want to pass it along to friends and family. But if you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, or if you are the heaviest you've ever been, you may hesitate to have people take your photo. Or you might decide that you're going to be the photographer and take everyone else's photo, but keep yourself out of the mix. And here's why this is doing yourself a disservice. You're beautiful. It doesn't matter what size your body is. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. It doesn't matter if this is a place you never thought you would get to. You still have a light in your eyes. You still have the love that shines for your family and friends. You still have the excitement around the holiday season. That beauty will come through, regardless of how you feel about your body. Now, maybe you're in a place where your clothes are not fitting you. So, you know, maybe the beautiful dress that you've been saving up for these special gatherings, or that cute outfit that really just accentuated the right things in previous years, is no longer fitting you. And that's a big downer. I'm going to acknowledge that. That's a huge downer. Clothes that you enjoy maybe aren't fitting you anymore. Maybe you're not in a place where you want to go shopping for more clothes that do fit you and flatter you. And we're in a really good time of life right now, because there are so many fashionable and cute clothing items available to people of different sizes. I myself am a big fan of consignment stores, and even consignment stores are having more plus size clothing available. I'm not really a plus size. I'm in between like the upper reaches of Mrs. sizes and plus sizes, but I've been there, right? It was a huge triumph for me to go down to the non-plus sizes at one point in my life. I'm not there right now, but I can certainly feel the struggle of going to your closet, going to your drawers, and not being able to find something that's cute. You might default to your sweatpants, you might default to your yoga pants, to your stretchy pants, to your big overflowing t-shirts and sweaters, and it's fall, right? So wear that huge sweater and that huge hoodie. This is doing you a disservice. When you don't show up with everything that you are, when you can't find clothing that you feel flatters you, and when you choose to be the photographer instead of the photography, I just made up a word, instead of the person in the photograph, you are hiding away, right? That's just a sign that you're hiding away. You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to do that. I am here to support anyone to feel as blissful in their body as they can this holiday season, and every season really, because it's not just at holidays that you want to take photos, right? It's not just at those times of year. It just comes more apparent. It's harder to hide during the holiday season, if you will. And I'll tell you one thing, even models. So I have had conversations with fitness models, with regular models, with photographers who take pictures of beautiful models. Even models who do that for a living feel fat sometimes and feel like they're not like the photos are not flattering to them. That's going to come up for you regardless. I don't care what kind of airbrushing and photoshopping and all those things you do on your photo. There will always be an angle of you that you either can't appreciate or you feel is not very flattering to you. No matter what size you are, what age you are, that will always happen. Photos capture you in a moment in time. They can't capture all of what you are and who you are. But what if you look back 5 years from now and you look at all these beautiful photos of your family, your friends, these beautiful celebrations, these wonderful parties and gatherings you have, and you're not in a single one of them? How would that make you feel? Would you feel like, was I even there? Would you feel like, I wish I would have taken that photo next to maybe a relative who's passed since then? Would you feel like, oh my gosh, my kid has grown up so much since then. Why didn't I get that photo with them sitting on my lap or what have you? Does it feel like you're removing yourself from the picture? Literally and figuratively, like you were never there. Like you are not a part of that celebration or a part of that moment. I don't want you to get to that place. I don't want you to feel like you were never there, like you're not part of that story. You were part of that story, and you deserve to be in the forefront of that story because that is your story, and you are writing that story as you go along. Why hide yourself? Why not include yourself in those pictures? Why not be a part of that in every way you possibly can, to the fullest extent that you can possibly show up? Your photos will show the beauty that's within you, and that's up to the photographer. So if you want to get a professional photo, that's totally cool. But I never want you to feel like you have to remove yourself from life or from celebrations, because that's not what the holidays are about. The holidays are about enjoying yourself. I'm going to share a quick story with you. I lived in Europe for a time when I was in college. I was in Germany, and I was in my junior year of college. I stayed abroad in southern Germany, and I made the mistake. I was pretty heavy at that time. I was certainly the heaviest person in my class, or in my cohort, if you will. And one of the mistakes I made was I wasn't very chummy with a lot of people. I didn't know anyone from my school who went to this program. And some other people tended to get together in friend groups and things like that. And by the end of it, I didn't really have a core friend group. I had some people I hung out with, but they were in different groups and things like that. The problem was I almost never took a photo of me in Europe. I took photos of the landscapes. I took photos of the buildings, the ABCs, the Another Bloody Church, because there's millions of them in Europe. I took photos of all those cool things that I saw with my own two eyes, but I did not put myself in the picture. Very rarely. I think I had one person take my photo in front of a beautiful scenery in Switzerland, because I love Switzerland. But that was the only photo of me. I did not include myself in those photos, and I regret that. That was 20 years ago now. I regret not putting myself in those photos. And I can't even consciously say it was because I was at my heaviest weight or I was the heaviest person in my program. It wasn't necessarily because of that. But I wanted to capture the moment, and I forgot. I forgot that I was a part of that moment. I forgot that that's what made it beautiful. It was not just that I was looking at something wonderful, but that it was me within that moment. And I forgot to capture that. So as you come into this holiday season, I have an invitation for you. Take those photographs if you want, but then take a moment to step inside of the photograph and create that story and that magical moment for yourself and put yourself in that picture. If you feel hesitant or uncomfortable or shy about putting yourself in that photo, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about how you can feel blissful in your body this holiday season. It's what I specialize in. I've been helping clients do this for several years now, and every single client I've worked with has lost weight during the holiday season. It can be true for you as well. You can fit into those clothes from last year that no longer fit you. You can feel great at those gatherings and parties and celebrations. You can even have people commenting about, hey, you look really good. What have you been doing for yourself? You know, people can notice a 10-pound difference. They may not necessarily know that it's weight loss, but they'll notice a difference in you and your confidence level and how you show up and how often you put yourself in those photos. you can have that this holiday season, and I would love to support you. My next round of Let It Go group health coaching starts November 6th, and I want you to join us and be a part of that experience. It's a fun time. It's a very small group, so you will get intimate and personal attention from me, and you will have the right support you need, including meal planning strategies, recipes, including healthy holiday recipes. I've got millions of those. Ways to keep your fitness levels up despite not having time to go to the gym or anything like that. We don't need a gym. We never did. And ways to deal with the mindset, because there's a lot of stressful situations that happen during the holidays. I can help you with those situations. I've had plenty of those. I'm not going to get into my story about those, but I know what that's like. I felt it. And we'll talk about how to handle those treats, right? Those holiday treats, because that always comes up. You know, Halloween is not too far away, and we have cookies and desserts and pies and things like that that are coming up this holiday season. I can help you deal with that, especially if you identify as a sugar addict. I can help you deal with that from a mental standpoint, not a physical standpoint. I'm not going to tell you just avoid sugar. That's just unrealistic. So these are the things that I can help and support you with throughout this holiday season. So I invite you to look at yourself and put yourself in your photographs this holiday season. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, let's have a phone conversation. I'll pop my link below this video. And meanwhile, if this video has touched you or stirred something within your soul, then please share this video. Please comment below about what stood out to you the most about this video. And make sure to let me know if you have any specific questions around what's coming up this holiday season, because I'd love to address it in another live stream video. This is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami coming to you live from Be Weightless, where you can learn how to release everything that doesn't serve you so that you can enjoy yourself and find your own path to body bliss. Have a good day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.